What in the hell? Misbehaving computer. There we go. All right. Let me get my Rumble chat. Gotta have that. There we are. Very good. Nope, nope. All right. Let me see. Man, Christianity spreading to AI Tardville? Wow. Good for you, kid. Get baptized. Let me see. Let me see if I have anything tagged. Oh, yeah. There's that. Get ready for some fun. U.S. Attorney in, forget what district of Texas, Southern District of Texas, says when? July 16th. So this is about 2 weeks to almost a month ago. Posted, "I'm alarmed but not surprised by the president's report tonight of Chinese interference in our elections. My office will review the declassified material and coordinate with the Justice Department, DHS, and FBI to do justice and ensure future elections are secure." More to come. I expect that we'll see some more to come, perhaps this week. Again, this was back in the 16th, so 20-something days ago. Wouldn't be too surprised to see something develop from that here this week. We'll see. Oh yeah, this is going up at Starbase. This is freaking wild. 50-foot tall Prometheus statue by the French foundry Atelier Missile or something like that. What is it? Yeah, that's it. I always, like, at least early on, half wondered if these guys were just like faking it until they made it, like with AI generated statues and stuff. But no, apparently they were quite real. They, like, I love how they do the outfits too. Like they dress up like old-timey artists in a foundry from the early 1900s. It's awesome. Ah, that is so cool. Look at that. Yeah, they did a bunch of stuff for the 250th. Freedom Park or whatever it's called. Joan of Arc, yep. Over in France. There it is. There she is. And now they're doing Prometheus at Starbase. 50-foot freaking tall Prometheus. That is nuts. That is pretty wild. It's the kind of art I would like to see being done here. I mean, that is going to be... It's already strikes quite a figure. Even just as a limbless torso. Just, I mean, imagine that thing when it's all done. All those seams are nice and welded, and I assume they're going to weld those and polish it and get it gleaming smooth. Like, it's really going to be something. It's pretty cool. They like assemble it. I guess they ship it in pieces like that and then assemble on site. Guess you'd have to. Pretty amazing. Most of all, because it's happening in 2026. And I thought the world had lost fun stuff like that. Okay, what else? Oh, poopy doody. Poopy doo doo. Nothing else? No. Oh, I was in the wrong place. That would explain that.
Across from an intelligence agent.
Oh, here we go. Solomon from, I don't know exactly when, but it was an interesting clip, so.
Now retired, very senior. He looked me in the eye and said, the truth of the matter is, we took the playbook for psychological operations and information warfare that we would use against our enemies, and we turned it against the American people to undo the 2016 election and to make sure they didn't elect Donald Trump in 2020. Now, that is a senior intelligence officer with more than 30 years of experience, a patriot who served in some of the most dangerous parts of the world, and he understood that the tactics of making something fake look real were ripped right out of our intelligence communities. Our intelligence agencies not only...
Yep. You betcha. Un momento, por favor. Oh, son of a dad. Okay, next up. Oh, yeah, this old bit from O'Keefe from a couple days ago. My goodness. Undercover video shows non-U.S. citizens from Iran allowed to vote in Michigan primary without ID. The non-citizens allowed to vote are sex offenders on DHS's worst of the worst list and previously arrested by ICE. Voted in the last 3 elections, this guy intends to vote on primary day.
Is it okay if I'm not a U.S. citizen? It's okay for me to vote?
All I know is you're registered to vote here.
As long as I'm registered, I can vote, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
OMG has discovered multiple non-citizens from Iran registered to vote for the 2026 Michigan primary elections. The local police told us that this is an abandoned building, September 8th. Hello. Do you guys know if this is an abandoned building?
Yeah.
When's the
Oh, hell yeah, it is.
last time people lived here?
I don't know. I just go here to shoot up dope.
You just
Oh my God, she actually said it.
drank here? Both of these
We just drank here.
non-citizens from Iran, a country we're at war with, are also on the Department of Homeland Security's worst of the worst list.
Last name, please.
Last name, Haritash.
Fazlullah Hartash.
First name, Fazlullah.
Fazlullah.
Yep, this is the right place.
One of them is still incarcerated for felony child sex crimes. Yet another reason that it is illegal for him to vote.
I want to catch this guy. All this,
Not that that's gonna stop him.
I'm gonna run after him.
Come here, Fazlullah.
You can see we got the cars over there with the rims were being looked at. These guys are staring at us.
Things halfway crooks.
What's more, Michelle admits into a hidden camera on primary day in Dearborn, Michigan on August 4th that he's about to vote.
Your name is Mr. Afshin Mashali, right?
That is correct.
Are you interested to vote?
Yeah, we're going a little bit later.
Despite being a non-citizen. And Michigan poll workers on August 4th were happily prepared to hand these non-citizens voting ballots.
So I have a felony. I'm a sex offender.
Doesn't matter.
As long as my name is there.
If your name is
Doesn't matter.
here, you can
Come on,
vote.
step right up, sir.
No such things as halfway crooks.
Oh man, not in Michigan.
With access to the Michigan voter rolls,
Excellent choice of music, Mr. O'Keefe. I don't know if he like paid the license fee for that or what. He must have, because that is a very famous song from ye olden days, the good old days of gangster rap. Oh, speaking of the good old days of gangster rap, Georgia's Secretary of State Communications Director had his home shot up while he was inside asleep. He's either involved in some kind of gang stuff or someone like paid for a hit, or at least for a message to be sent. Like, this is nuts. Yeah. I don't know what the deal with that was, but something. Oh, meanwhile in Ohio, what is this, Springfield? Haitian migrant who just lost his temporary protected status in Ohio breaks down and falls to the floor after being placed in an ankle monitor.
Can we ask him a question?
I mean, like, on one hand, it's kind of sad. Haiti sucks. It's a shithole. Like, death and murder has gone like 10 times there from, I don't know, maybe 8 years ago. It's bad. It's really freaking bad. Maybe it might even be more than that. It might even be worse than that. But you know what? Shut the fuck up and take it like a man. You just got an ankle monitor. You're still here in the US. Shut up. Shut up and quit being a little bitch. Clearly assimilated very, very well. As you can tell by the English he's not speaking. All of them have clearly assimilated so well. Yep. Well, now you get to go fix Haiti. Enjoy. French authorities have arrested 420 people, including 166 minors, accused of deliberately or accidentally starting fires amid the country's worst wildfire season since World War II. Deliberately or accidentally? I accidentally started the worst wildfire season since World War II. Oops. My bad. Oh my god, wild horses are running? Like, shit. Whee! Dang. Well, anyway. Interesting, isn't it? How, France seems to have a connection between wildfires and the indigent setting fires in the midst of what happens to be the worst wildfire season ever. Yeah. Same shit we gotta deal with. But it's climate change, right? It's climate change.
What's the other one?
Oh, here's Abdul back in 2018.
You're gonna
What's the other one?
you're gonna want to not get these things in the shot.
Oh,
What would those things be? Oh, the Quran. The Qurans. Plurals. With a sis.
I just want to be
Lots of Qurans.
trying to keep the shots secular.
Even a Dan Brown book right next to the Muhammad. The Macabre? I don't know. It's some Muslim shit, though. I don't know. And we'll get to that other clip, too. There was another great historical clip this gentleman posted. Let me see if I can find it. Another oldie but a goodie of Abdul. Oh, and then we'll get to AOC. Oh my goodness. Freezing her eggs like a moron. Just have the baby, ma'am. Where is it? Gosh darn it. It's such a good one. Oh, yeah, keys. Yeah. Sorry. There you go. Where in the heck is it? Was that it?
Filed nominating petition found to be sufficient under review.
The board.
Oh, that's from the same meeting. Yeah, it's gonna be here somewhere. Let's try searching for it. Here we go. Here's Al Sayed's team, again back in 2018, facing serious residency and eligibility questions.
White supremacy is exhausting.
Yeah, it is.
This is nuts. Like, I actually cried just a little bit because I...
Did you hear that? Like, did you hear what she just said?
It's just acknowledge that white supremacy is exhausting.
Yeah, it is.
This is nuts. Like, I actually cried just
Dealing with all this white supremacy is exhausting.
a little bit because
I cried this morning, just a little bit.
it is just so fucking tiring.
Yeah.
To constantly have to like stand up and say why you deserve to
moron.
be somewhere or why you have the ability to do it. It's just fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck all of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Bullshit.
That we even have to talk about this. Fuck them.
Maybe, I don't know, could be in the minority here, but maybe people are questioning your ability to do your job because you suck at it, not because you're a black woman.
Get up here.
Oh my god,
Yes.
oh my god, the cringe Will Stancil looking guy.
Yeah, it's bullshit. That we even have to talk about.
Come here, girl. Stand up here, girl.
Get up here.
Get up here. She does nothing. She ignores him. Ignored. Neglected.
Yes.
Shut down. Leans in awkwardly for an over-the-shoulder grope hug.
Yes.
God, these people are so disgusting. Ugh. Anyway, thought you'd enjoy that. That's Abdul Al Sayed's team. That is, I think, his like chief guy right there. Now let's do AOC. Oh my goodness. Where's the video, man? AOC eggs. Eggs.
Don't be weird about this.
Says woman being weird about this.
Even though I know all of you will be. Okay.
Oh my God, she's actually gonna do it like a weirdo. What a freak. Like,
That wasn't so bad. Don't be weird about this. Don't be weird. Kind of stings, it kind of burns a little bit. So a friend of mine told me that if you make the first injection first and
that's right, she's sharing TikTok tips for egg freezing.
let it sit while you're making,
OMG!
while you're doing everything
Egg freezing ASMR!
else, maybe it burns a little less. I don't know. But obviously I'm not doing this on live right now.
She did though.
Could you imagine? I didn't want to distract myself too much by being on live because I'm injecting myself with things. Oh, maybe later. Maybe if I become a pro at this, I'll do that. Maybe I should start an ASMR.
Oh my god.
Freezing channel.
She actually said it. Wow.
I think they banned those on YouTube. So this is a powder, so I'm basically dissolving this powder.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Oh, I prepared this.
You know, that's basically like freeze-dried pea, right? Enjoy. You're injecting the fried pea of Chinese women.
All right.
Freeze-dried pea, not fried. Freeze-dried. Fried pea.
Don't be weird about this.
The world is going to end in 12 years if we don't address climate change.
Better freeze our eggs. You know, just in case.
The world is going to end in 12 years if we don't address...
Just in case it doesn't. Yeah. Okay, what was next here? This one. Oh my gosh.
Make Medicare free and universal if you increase taxes. So if you are elected and make this push, would you need to increase taxes?
As I've said across this campaign, I am for taxing billionaires their wealth.
What about
not that, though?
People who make less than $1 billion and less than $1 million, though, Dr. El-Sayed? What about people making less than $1 million?
So for the average person, and you look at your W-2, if you're an employee who gets paid every 2 weeks or 4 weeks, after you pay your taxes, the next biggest check that comes off the top of your pay stub is to your health insurance company. So imagine instead of paying that to your health insurance company, whose CEO makes $20 million a year, instead you paid a little bit more in taxes for health care that you wouldn't lose if you lost your job or turned 26 or got married or got divorced. I think all of us would be a lot more interested in that kind of a system if we knew that our health care would be free at the point of care and would be free.
You're saying you think that we would be interested in paying out the ass to the government instead of paying out the ass to a corporation? Is that what you're saying?
Without having to worry about losing it in general.
So we should instead pay out the ass to the government for worse care that will continue to get worse over time.
So there's an opportunity here, I think, to trade.
So basically the same shit we got now, but worse.
What we give to a big corporation who gets to decide who we get to see and who we don't for a little bit more paid into FICA. And I think that's a trade that's worth making. I think the broader public understands that that's a trade worth making, considering how many people are holding medical debt, a third of all Michigan households right now.
Just to be very clear, you're describing this trade-off. You are effectively acknowledging that people making less than $1 million could see their taxes go up. I just want to be very clear. Is that a yes?
He's not going to say yes, but yes.
I'm saying that we'd be paying for health care in a different way. Instead of paying a health insurance company whose CEO makes $20 million, I would much rather pay for durable health care into a government, which, of course, we all know provides health care for seniors who need health care the most. So if I'm trading paying a CEO to make more money or paying...
But you're not.
government to guarantee me health
You're objectively not doing that.
care.
Fucking insane. Fucking insane. They're insane. Oh, speaking of insane, where's DSA lady?
But we do believe in taxing the hell out of millionaires. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, what does taxing the hell out of them mean?
Yeah, you know, I don't have like a solid, but I think
I don't have like a, you know, like a solid plan or anything.
But shouldn't you?
The co-chair of the DSA.
I mean, if you're the co-chair, of the DSA,
you're co-chair of your party, and you don't have a plan for anything really, but even the most basic thing, like the most basic thing.
You'd be more specific than just taxing the hell out of something. What exactly do you mean?
So again, it's democracy, right? And
that's not an answer. So again, it's what is this? What does this do? Is this like accomplishing something, or?
And we have to look at what we need to spend and what we need.
So you visualizing pinching his balls?
We don't want to.
Maybe then he'll stop asking you hard questions.
Depend on the existence of millionaires, because that means people are still getting exploited. So, so yeah, we need to look at what we need to pay for in the interim, what sort of tax base we need for that to happen, and then and build from there. But we do believe in taxing the hell out of millionaires.
So we're going to put up on the
there's more
screen a few of the things that are part of your platform, but I want to ask you, just give me sort of a true or false on these. Abolish the Senate. True. Okay. Replace the presidency and Supreme Court as we now know them.
True.
Yep. Abolish.
I am about to eat the rich. I am not kidding.
What's this lady? Oh my gosh.
Look like we got us another good one tonight, y'all. God damn.
Are you here for the Hyundai or for?
Hyundai. Wonder who did what.
I hope that this man shows
It was her.
his face.
Why?
You're not
She's trying to blame it on the rich guy, but it was her.
No, I'm the owner of the tow truck. No.
This person backed away.
No way.
Fuck up.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I hope this man shows his face.
What?
Because it will be on social media. I'm not like an influencer or whatever, but I am on Reddit.
Oh, it explains so much.
I am about to eat the rich. I am not kidding.
I'm just here to
down
tell.
Back in their like hovels.
They're what?
Hovels.
What is that?
It's where they live, where they feel like you can't get at them.
Oh, a hovel? Hovel with a V of hovel?
Oh, darn.
That's a Ferrari, right?
A Porsche.
That's a Porsche.
But
It's a Porsche.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
Yummy.
Just waiting for anarchy to take hold. But like this are not gonna last for long.
Right.
Right?
Right.
You're like, I had to say
Wait, which people aren't going to last for long?
that.
Yeah, right.
This woman is scary.
Yeah.
This one is scary. I just met him.
Yeah, I just need just a key. Yeah, what she just told me. I'm thinking you went over the curb and hit them. That's why, because this shit looks so crazy.
As as they probably were. I've never
Bingo.
in my life.
Yeah, she went over the curb. It was her.
Never in my they drive a Porsche, my guy. A Porsche. I don't know what to do.
Call your insurance. You got insurance right up. I hope. If you don't, they do. Don't worry.
How insane is that though? Like,
what's going on out here?
This is that is the average denizen of Reddit.com. Women like that.
I drove the car! Arrest me! No!
It gets better, by the way.
That's another night on the 969 Tow Show, man. I'm finna get this streaming going, man. Y'all got to see this.
Hey, did you see the owner of the silver car?
They already left.
They left?
Yeah.
That girl went with her? With them?
That was your girl?
Uh-huh.
Damn. That was your girlfriend?
Uh-huh.
I don't know what happened
Yeah,
there.
no.
I don't know what happened. It's a lot going on tonight, boy.
I got laid off today.
You got laid off? And your girl left with another dude?
Yeah. He's a good looking dude, too.
Hey, I don't know about all that. So Alyssa's your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, you know her name?
Yeah.
I gotta watch out for you too.
Like, you don't gotta watch out for me.
Dude is taking this way too easy. Like,
ain't my type, man. Damn. I mean, that's one way to do it. Come on, man.
yeah. These are the kinds of people being manufactured factory style in universities, colleges, subreddits near you. Yep. Scary, right? I mean, on one hand, it isn't, but it also is. Yeah. Okay. What's next? What? Oh, okay. AI bullshit. Let's go to the main pile here. Boop, 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 boo. Mark Zuckerberg, what's he doing? Zucking it up.
You look at the debates too.
Fastest mile while pushing his child in a stroller. The dad, who was a college distance runner, finished the Guardian Mile in just 4 minutes and 17 seconds, about 9 seconds better than the record recognized by Guinness. The dad accomplishing the fast feat, all while his turbocharged toddler kicked their legs in an apparent attempt to help their dad, finishing 15 seconds before his nearest competition.
I think it's a co-record. It's not just his.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's a child's record too.
Like, what happened if that thing spin out of control and just like...
And the child is old enough to help. Do you think, did it say to the baby, keep kicking your legs?
I never had an issue with that. Like, runner lets go of stroller. Stroller rolls downhill.
Cute as that.
Seems like a, I don't know, maybe not a bright idea. Trump dropped the racing form from Saratoga. Look what's running in 9th. One big beautiful bill. There's a horse called One Big Beautiful Bill. All right. Okay, a suspect has been arrested after allegedly breaking into Kim Kardashian's Hidden Hills estate. What?
Police arresting a man accused of breaking into Kim Kardashian's mansion in the Hidden Hills of Southern California. The suspect reportedly taking a car belonging to Kim K's staffer, among other valuable items, and he is now facing charges for burglary and vehicle theft.
They're coming for the rich now. As Europe faces a surge in illegal border crossings, Italian and Greek police are teaming up to combat organized crime, human trafficking, and open border loopholes.
Joe Biden, President Biden, the former president, opened up the borders.
Gosh.
Is Europe starting to sort of catch on to what a serious issue this is?
Well, yes, they are. Both of these countries, Italy and Greece, have been on the front lines in terms of illegal immigration and also the increase in transnational crime, gang crime, drug crime, human trafficking that comes with open borders. And they're recognizing that, first of all, more law enforcement on the streets is going to help with that, but also working together and sharing resources and cooperating in a way that's going to help make it more difficult for these transnational crime groups to exploit the differences in jurisdictions that sometimes are barriers to cracking down on this kind of crime. So yeah, this is a really positive development for public safety, and it's, I think, going to help address some of these problems of transnational crime in particular.
Yeah. Joe
Mir Mamdani has just exposed himself as a scammer to every New York City resident. What now?
We're talking about the mayor of New York City, which could be a mayor coming your way. Independent estimate is $9 billion a year for universal child care. Guess what he said it was?
Free?
To be $5 to $6 billion a year. So it's 40% more than he thought.
The key word here, folks, is estimate. Okay, remember the runaway train, train to nowhere in California? I think it's somewhere like 10, 20, 30 times overestimate, and they've got enough track to go from me to you. I mean, so these numbers are scary. This is an estimate. To your point, it was almost half of that just a few months ago.
This is never going to happen. The free buses, people are getting on the bus and they're not paying because they think it started already. The MTA can't afford not to charge. Independent estimate, $1.1 billion. It would bankrupt the system. Don't expect the free buses.
It would be a boondoggle anyway. It would just be an absolute unmitigated nightmare. And again, you know what this whole thing is, Brian? Systems are created, right? Capitalism built wealth. It built systems. And socialism, communism, it's a parasite. It's a parasite that has to exist on top of capitalism.
He's got to fail for people to realize this. City-run grocery store, $70 million. He's going to start about 5. They're going to be epic fails. That's my prediction. But what's coming up on Making Money at 2 o'clock?
Today is huge. The market's at...
Yep. Oh, nice. Indian man who killed his girlfriend entered the U.S. on an F1 visa in 2024. Excuse me, sir.
Strangling the victim after she reportedly planned to break up with him over his history of domestic violence. Authorities say he then tried to flee the country, boarding a flight.
You are breaking up with me? You are breaking up with me?
Bound for India with a layover in Germany where he was arrested. He now faces felony charges of first-degree murder and kidnapping and is awaiting extradition to Arizona. The search continues for an American. Strangling the victim.
Get a little stabby or something? A little stabby stab? Yeah. They like to do that. Puerto Rico facing a growing water crisis as severe drought conditions force water shutoffs for 180,000 customers.
Trucks with large tanks of water have become vital lifelines. You see more of them down the street. They are supplying water to this entire area, including those condos that you see there in the distance as the U.S. territory grapples with an extreme drought and failing infrastructure.
This morning, the worsening water crisis in Puerto Rico. The Puerto Rican government now forcing communities across the U.S. territory to ration water amid a crippling drought. In San Juan and other cities, hundreds of thousands of residents having their water supply cut off 48 hours at a time. These tankers being used by the government to deliver much-needed water throughout the territory. We asked Sonia Maldonado Renta how many times a day she fills these plastic bottles. Morning, noon, and afternoon, all the time. This is unbelievable. We're in a developing country. July was the driest month ever recorded in San Juan in more than 120 years. Roughly 68% of Puerto Rico is now experiencing extreme drought, and there is little relief in sight. The Carraízo Reservoir, the primary drinking source for the city of San Juan, looking depleted. The Puerto Rican National Guard has been working since June to alleviate conditions, distributing over 500,000 gallons of water to residents already. The crisis complicated by decades of decaying infrastructure and a history of natural disasters, including Hurricane Maria in 2017, a storm which killed nearly 3,000 people and devastated the power grid. In 2025, an island-wide power outage. Now, this drought, combined with extreme heat and fire dangers.
Wow. Scammers target seniors and steal $100 million plus through a gold bar scheme. Scam involving gold bars. Oh, they requested payment from the people they scammed in the form of gold bars, and people actually did this. Sucker born every minute, I guess. Jeez. Hunter Biden says Joe Biden's cancer has spread.
The only thing that I say about my dad, about his health right now, is I wish he would complain more, because it's not good. The cancer has spread. is metastasized into his bones and further. It's very painful. And it's very debilitating in many respects, but he's still out there. He's still doing this thing that is, he so believes in this country. My dad in our family, excuse me, my dad is, and to this day and remains, the center of our family, not just because of who he is as the public person, but completely because of who he is to each one of us, down to his grandchildren and his great-grandchildren, his great-grandchild. He is our rock. And whatever you think about his politics or the decisions that he made, I can tell you this: he's the best father, the best husband, the best grandfather of anyone that I've ever read about, heard about, or even seen in a movie.
You don't say, huh? That good? Okay. Jeez. Smithsonian's taxpayer-funded budget. Damn near $1 billion in 2027. That is nuts.
When I announced this thing, nobody in the world wanted it. I had no purchase orders, not one. Nobody wanted to buy it. Nobody wanted to be part of it, except for Elon. He was at the event, and we were doing a fireside chat about the future of self-driving cars. I think it's like 2016. Yeah, maybe at that time it was 2015. And he goes, "You know what? I have a company that could really use this." And I said, "Wow, my first customer." And so I was pretty excited about it. And he goes, "Yeah, we have this company. It's a nonprofit company." And all the blood drained out of my face. Yeah. I just spent a few $1 billion building this thing. It cost $300,000. And, you know, the chances of a nonprofit being able to pay for this thing is approximately zero. And he goes, "You know, this is it's an AI company, and it's a nonprofit, and we could really use one of these supercomputers." And so I picked it up. I built the first one for ourselves. We're using it inside the company. I boxed one up. I drove it up to San Francisco, and I delivered it to Elon in 2016. A bunch of researchers were there. Peter Beal was there. Ilya was there. There was a bunch of people there. And I walk up to the second floor where they were all kind of in a room, this smaller than your place here. And that place turned out to have been OpenAI. 2016.
Wow.
Just a bunch of people sitting in a room.
Wow. Huh. How times have changed. Yep. No real border protection between Canada and America.
And just to show you how the proximity.
But that's not really like. I mean, it's not really anything new, and it's also not terribly solvable either. Really, at least hasn't been. Maybe now with technology, perhaps, but it is a very different story compared to the Mexican border. Very, very different story.
So that house is in Canada. I'm standing in America. The only thing that separates us here is this red gate. And in many areas, you've got a fence running down here. In many areas, there's nothing.
Back with the Border Patrol, we head to a spot that's even more wide open. And here, there's literally nothing that separates the U.S. border from Canada.
So this is the border.
This is the border. That cut through the trees is known as the slash. And it, along with periodically spaced monuments, are the only things that differentiate the northern border from Canada for hundreds of miles.
That foot is technically, theoretically, or
somewhere on that side of that tree line, you're in Canada.
So don't go running into the forest there.
Oh, you can if you want.
You want to arrest me until I come back, right?
Right.
So northern border, Vermont, Canada, America, this little trail is the only separation. And similar to what we see in Mexico, you've got the cartel that really doesn't care about the people they're smuggling. They're just a commodity. They're a product. And in Mexico, they send them out in the desert. These guys are dying out in the desert. Here, you're just talking about frostbite, and they're losing limbs.
Yeah. We've been getting them come across with hypothermia, frostbite, and then like last year, there's been a couple that had to have some amputations because of the extreme frostbite that they were subject to.
Cartel's not on your side, guys. Even if you're an illegal, just understand they're not good guys. And to all the people out there marching against Border Patrol and ICE, the guys that are actually saving them are these guys. Now, we may deport you out of the country because you're not supposed to be here, but the bad guys are the ones that are bringing you through illegally.
Yep.
Come shopping with me at an American white Walmart. The first thing
look, nothing's locked up.
you notice when you walk in the store
Everything's so nice.
is how peaceful it is. It's quiet, it's clean, there's not a lot of shouting, animals running around, and no bonnets to be found. The bathrooms are especially clean, with a nice modeling to it. The deodorant doesn't need to be locked up so you can sniff all the smells and pick out the perfect one for you. All of the products are available to where you can grab it off the shelf without needing an employee to unlock it, so you can actually look at what you want before you buy it. Look at the electronics department. No police, no violence, no snatch and grabs. The clothing department, everything is hung up and in its original place, all nice and neat, ready to be able to pick out the perfect article of clothing for you or your kids. Everything is so beautifully placed, not a mess at all. The food department is absolutely beautiful because the employees, again, at a white Walmart actually do their job and do an amazing job of facing the products. So it looks like a picture-perfect catalog down every single aisleway. Isn't that absolutely beautiful to help you find the goods that you need without digging through a bunch of stuff scattered all over the floor? Hey, look at that. You can even buy yourself laundry detergent without having to be unlocked like it's tied up in Fort Knox. The produce section, too, is absolutely beautiful. No fried foods over here, just a lot of healthy, fresh vegetables and fruits meticulously placed. But of course, if you do want fried food, their hot food deli actually looks beautiful because the employees do a good job. And it actually looks somewhat edible, doesn't it? And hey, look at that, a pallet of watermelons that isn't completely empty. Isn't that beautiful? And of course, walking out the door, you don't even have to show a receipt.
I like this lady.
Walmarts.
You know, in places where there is a high diversity, you really see just everything locked up at Walmart.
That was too funny. All right. Yeah, I'll drop the link. Pallet of watermelons. Oh, man. All right. The McDonald's in Italy has hired migrant security guards to fight migrant pickpockets. The migrant guards are now tasked with throwing out the migrants who come to the restaurant to steal.
Se devono ridere, ridono. Pure io rido. Che cazzo vuoi? Coglione. Pure io rido. Che cazzo vuoi?
Wow. What a contrast. My goodness. Mark Zuckerberg's $300 million super yacht refused to help stranded boat in Alaska. Apparently 2 of his super yachts, not just 1. 2. Yeah, they made a cruise ship do it instead.
Hey, everybody.
Cara Castronova. Oh, yeah, she's on Air Force One now. Part of the press pool.
Cara Castanova from Lindell TV, and you will never guess where I am right now. Take a wild guess. I am about to board Air Force One. I am in the traveling press pool today, so we're waiting for President Trump to come and arrive and go up the stairs behind me. So I'm about to board Air Force One. And even better, look what I got. I got a box of Donald Trump signed M&Ms with the White House crest on it. These are what they give you besides really delicious food when you get on Air Force One. Today we are having curry chicken and baklava, so Greek food and Indian food. And when we came here on Friday on Air Force One, we had raviolis, lobster raviolis, which are really good too. Even though I don't eat lobster, I made an exception that day. But today I'm very excited to have my souvenir M&Ms from the White House with the White House crest on Air Force One. There is a big stash of these behind me. President Trump loves them. And we are waiting for the president right now.
Great.
So let me know what you guys think I should ask the president next time I run into him on Air Force One or in the Oval Office.
Hundreds of liberals showing up to the ICE office in Ohio where the Haitian migrants have to check in as they face deportation. Oh my goodness. And look at the pattern here. It's all bobcat lesbians. It's all old bobcat lesbians. Like every single one of them. What?
ICE doesn't speak for the people. No neighbor of ours is
Oh, here they go with their retarded chants. They can't even... They spend all night coming up with these fucking things, and they can't come up with something better than that? What even was that?
ICE doesn't speak for the people. No neighbor of ours is illegal. ICE people. No neighbor of ours is illegal.
Your neighbor's farts are evil? ICE doesn't speak for the people? I have no idea.
ICE doesn't speak for the people. No neighbor of ours is illegal.
Oh, no neighbor of ours is evil. ICE doesn't speak for the people. Someone thought that was a good idea. And then they told everyone, and every one of them thought, oh, hey, that's a great idea. I'm going to say that. I don't even know what this is, but...
Yeah, some of them, they're diabetic. I think they are afraid for that, not to give them some type of scratch or whatever, because it will be so difficult for any type of injury that they get from here to heal. And it's irritating. Some of them feel that they get some type of electric shock from it. They feel it from time to time.
Huh?
Some of them say that it's difficult for them to move around with it. And
is he talking about electronic ankle monitors? They're not shock bracelets, sir. What the
the other thing is the type of stereotype that creates around them. So folks...
Did he seriously just try to suggest that they feel shock? A shock? An electric shock from the monitoring bracelet?
Believes that. I don't
know, maybe they do that. I don't know. I've never had to wear one. Something tells me they don't do that, though.
I got my little cousin. He came here last Wednesday, I believe. And when he got home, he was so ashamed to look at me with that thing and on his feet. It's just embarrassing just to see folks with it. And they just believe that they don't want to go out because they think that folks will believe that they are criminals.
They are.
So many fathers and mothers do not want their kids to see it on them. So it's really it impacts folks' life on a daily basis, some way or another.
Are any of the folks you work with, do they have appointments today?
I have some. We have some folks. They're on the way now coming. So we are helping with transportation and interpretation. So we do that every day.
Interpretation for all the ones that can't speak English because, you know, they haven't assimilated.
Monday through to Sunday. And we have some folks that are on their way now coming here today.
Do you know if able?
Oh, this was crazy, man. I saw this one. Yeah. Just like that, man. Survived. Says he feels unbelievably lucky. Was struck by lightning in the arm. FBI opened probe into AG Jeff Sessions at Democrats' request, even after he updated his testimony. Codenamed March Toll. Opened one day after Comey was fired by Trump. Wow, and the evidence to support it was a weeks-old letter from Democrats and an article from a liberal news site. Yeah. Predicated on evidence contained in a March 20th letter to Comey from two Democrat senators, Patrick Leahy and Al Franken. The senators argued that Sessions made false statements in his confirmation hearing earlier that year when he testified about communications with members of the Russian government. Wow. The Zuckbot is outlining his AI vision for a world where personal superintelligence is available to everyone rather than only a select few. Okay.
Meta taking a major step in open source artificial intelligence as CEO Mark Zuckerberg reveals a new Muse Glimmer model.
Yeah, I heard about this. Haven't checked it out yet, but
it's set for release in the coming weeks. He says this is the next piece of his vision to make personal superintelligence available to everyone. Zuckerberg also launching a $1 billion Future is for Everyone fund to invest directly in communities, backing teachers, law enforcement, local infrastructure. Zuckerberg says he was inspired by teachers in Richland Parish, Louisiana, who received bonuses thanks to the company's data center investment in that state. Meta taking a major step in open source artificial intelligence.
Let's see, what are people saying about it? Is it worth a shit, or is it what's the consensus? I haven't looked yet. Seems pretty censored. I know it's pretty new and all. Okay. Interesting. Yep, sounds like it sucks. It's gonna get demolished by the Chinese in a couple days when they drop theirs. How insane. Interesting. Well, here he is.
All right, hey, so I think that the key to building a positive future for everyone is to make sure that everyone has access to personal superintelligence. So today, I am proud to share that we are open sourcing a new class of on-device models that we are calling Muse Glimmer. It's a 30 billion parameter dense model that runs on your laptop, and it's the highest performing model of its size.
I don't buy it.
In the coming weeks, we are also going to open the weights for Muse Spark 1.2, our latest foundation model and one of the leading models in the world. And we've got even bigger models that are coming soon too. Another part of building a positive future for everyone is making sure that everywhere we build infrastructure, local communities benefit. We've already seen this with the teachers in Richland Parish who got $50,000 bonuses because of the extra tax revenue from our investments. And we launched America's Workforce Academy to provide free training and guaranteed jobs at our infrastructure sites. Today, we're starting a new Future is for Everyone fund to invest in the community's teachers, first responders, energy and water infrastructure, and more ways to support those communities directly. We're also working to make sure that everyone has a personal superintelligence agent that works 24/7 on your behalf to improve your health, your relationships, your career, your finances, and more.
Yeah, because Facebook has done so much of that, you know, over the last 20 years for us.
You can use our latest models in the Meta AI app, and I'm looking forward to sharing more soon.
Yeah, so they dropped this Muse Spark 1.2 coding agent the other day. Made a big deal about how cheap it is, and it is very cheap. It is like ridiculously cheap. But it comes with a caveat. In order to get the super cheap price, you have to give them all of your data. Yes, really. They call it being what is a Muse Spark contributor or something, Muse contributor. Ridiculous title. What it means is you check a box to get the cheap price and send them all of your data. And then they use all of your data to train their shitty models. Yeah. I'm looking at the benchmark evaluations for the small one, the 30B Muse Glimmer. It sucks. It's terrible. It's like on par or worse compared to the Chinese equivalent size model from like 3 months ago, which is what I currently use for my local stuff. It's very good. You know, this is like a big fat nothing burger. It's like less than a nothing burger. It only wins on like a couple, just barely here and there. And not the ones that I give a shit about. Yep. Okay, what's next? Zoran Mamdani answers a question about DSA being a white movement that focuses more on class than race. What?
So I have one question that was emailed in that I want to open it up to y'all.
Please.
He couldn't make it here, but he had this question. The DSA appears to be more of a white movement that focuses more on class than race. Mayor Mamdani focuses on race, but I don't feel welcomed by the DSA. How is Mayor Mamdani working to make the DSA have a better racial lens?
Well, first I would say thank you for the question. And I think that what I appreciate about it is criticism in good faith. And that's what we need more of in our politics. And I think, to me, one thing I've appreciated about New York City DSA is that it has been one of the engines behind the creation of a new generation of black and brown leadership, the likes we hadn't seen in quite some time. When I look at other elected officials who I ran alongside, and I'm thinking about in 2020, it was Jabari Brisport, it was Farah Soufrant Forrest, it was Marcella Matenis, it was a number of us. And
yeah, I'm just going to say a bunch of black names, and then all the black people will like me.
We see in every single cycle more and more of this new generation of leadership that isn't looking to rewrite history, but rather to honor the history that came before. And I'll give you an example. One of my focuses has been universal childcare. Just earlier this week, we announced that we have received more than 5,700 applications for the first 2,000 seats of free childcare for 2-year-olds. And in politics, there's always the temptation to describe everything as if it is your own achievement, it is new, you came up with it. The truth is, when we are advocating for childcare, we are also following the footsteps of Major Owens. The truth is that when we're advocating for a city-run grocery store and tackling food insecurity, we're following the footsteps of
Mao? Chairman Mao?
Shirley Chisholm.
Oh.
Whose initiatives helped to create SNAP and WIC. And you see this time and time again. And so I'm hopeful of what the future holds. And I also appreciate the questioner, and I'm sorry that they weren't able to be here, because I think that there is a desire to continue to both celebrate that history and showcase its continued applicability to the present challenges.
Epstein Files update. August 13th, 1 p.m., federal court will hold a public hearing on the Justice Department's compliance with court orders involving the Epstein Files. Ooh, okay. Anyone can listen. Very nice. The man who prosecutors say orchestrated the 1996 killing of Tupac Shakur, scheduled to go on trial Monday, almost 30 years after the drive-by. Yeah. The wild story. Intel plans $15 billion stock offering as AI demand accelerates. AI demand that they can't meet? Like, they are a non-competitor at this point. They have, like, maybe some niche device components that they make. Neural processing units, NPUs, I think they call them. Is there a name for them? On-device graphics and stuff, but it's like not... NVIDIA and AMD, even AMD, are like so far ahead of them at this point, it's not even funny. It's actually just kind of sad. Maybe they can turn that around, though. Who knows? Definitely better off than they were like a year or two ago. So, in terms of their AI-centric hardware offerings, still nowhere close to the competition. HPE stock jumps after Morgan Stanley upgrade. HP, huh? HP used to be the best of the best. I don't know where they stand now. Reputation-wise, probably not so much anymore. Okay, seasonal monsoon rains and flooding have intensified in parts of the Philippines after Typhoon Dolphin triggered heavy rains. Dang, buddy. Go crazy. Okay, Lee Zeldin just dropped a bombshell to John Solomon. Oh, yeah. Made several criminal referrals to the DOJ after uncovering a massive self-dealing scheme. Oh, energy money, you say?
Today,
green energy grants.
I interviewed Lee Zeldin, the EPA chief, and he said that he's been digging into that $29 billion in green energy grants.
Burisma. And many, many more. Oh, Solyndra.
That he blocked, money that he saved the American taxpayers. It was going out the door at the end of the Biden administration. He told me today he has found a major self-dealing.
I mean, Solyndra was Obama era, but it's the same shit.
Scandal. In other words, Obama and Biden administration officials were moving money around to former cabinet secretaries, to donors, to political activists. Stacey Abrams, one of them. We know about that from our reporting.
Oh, yeah.
Earlier this year. And that he's now made several criminal referrals. Go check out that story tomorrow morning at justthenews.com. We'll have all the details, all of the receipts from that. Today, I interviewed Lee Zeldin.
Well, I can't wait to hear more about that. Shit. Earthquake in Colombia.
No, ya no, mi amor, ya no.
Doobie-doobie-doop-doop. Grok Image 2.0 came out, huh? I haven't tried it yet. Brooke Rollins and Dr. Ben Carson. We are putting real food back on school lunch trays. Nope. Well, I hope that's true. I don't know when the last time was that they had real food quite exactly, because it was gross back when I was a kid. But it's even worse now. All right, let me go down. Let me see what I missed, because I don't think I went all the way down the list. Oh. Wow. Texas Children's Hospital nurse Vanessa Savage speaks for the first time since historic $10 million settlement after blowing the whistle on alleged Medicaid fraud linked to gender-affirming treatments on minors. Wow. Exclusive first interview. Multi-layered Medicaid fraud used to fund gender-affirming treatments on minors. Details the FBI showing up to her home under the Biden DOJ. Wow. Yeah, then reacts, that's right, then reacts to the hospital's just announced agreement to open America's first hospital-funded D-Trans clinic. Might come back to this one. Trump-backed Wisconsin governor candidate Tom Tiffany obliterating Francesca Hong.
You look at the debates 2 weeks ago, none of the Democrat candidates would take on Ms. Hong and the crazy stuff that she says, like abolish prisons, abolish police. None of them would take it on. So you know that ultimately the leadership of the Democrat Party in Wisconsin, they are all in for this big government socialism. And we have to be the firewall here in Wisconsin that stops it right here in the heartland from spreading across America. And that's what we're doing every day, is delivering that message. And it is resonating across Wisconsin. Wisconsinites are deeply concerned about what they're hearing.
Hardly hear that, but cool. All right. Oh, geez. Outrage erupting after McKinney, Texas Council votes to approve large Islamic center. Countless citizens stormed the meeting to oppose it, including an Iranian Christian migrant who survived Sharia law.
Counting over Islamic encroachment in the U.S. In McKinney, Texas, the city council voted unanimously to approve a new mosque and Islamic center.
Wow.
Many residents there are outraged.
I'm a Sharia law survivor from Iran, and I'm here to tell you this is a dangerous ideology you're allowing in their country.
That they force their way into countries and force their religion. It may become a base where young men and women will be taught and trained to overthrow this great nation, a threat for which my forefathers fought with their own blood to build for the liberty of its citizens.
Yeah, their concerns might have some merit. Here's what one state representative had to say.
The Imam of the McKinney Islamic Association, Sheikh Mohammed Al-Jabali, holds leadership roles with the Islamic Tribunal of the Dallas area. The Attorney General stated that the group has sought to replace actual courts of law, impose Sharia on disputes among Texas Muslims, and falsely represent its decisions as final judgments without the approval of the Texas judicial system.
Yeah, other Islamic centers and mosques across the country are also reportedly facing opposition in the South, primarily there, you see. Okay.
Nice. Poland putting on absolute masterclass in repelling Islamic Third World invasion. Oh yeah, they resisted that shit. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Nice. Boy, doesn't that look so nice? Shoot. Remember when we used to have that? Those are the days. Man receives postcard in the mail from his now deceased parents 26 years after they sent it to him. Huh?
Oh my gosh, this is a treasure.
A treasure, 26 years in the making.
It was the only mail I got that day.
A weathered postcard from...
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Man says he spoke to his mail carrier who thinks the postcard may have fallen under a cabinet and been sitting there all these years. They sent it from Copenhagen 26 years ago. What?
Oh my gosh, this is a treasure.
I've got to hear this.
A treasure, 26 years in the making.
It was the only mail I got that day.
A weathered postcard from Copenhagen, signed simply M and D.
Flying in, we saw lots of water and green land everywhere. Love, M and D, from Mom and Dad.
But there's just one thing. Bob's mom, Joanne, died 4 years ago. His dad, John, died 6 years ago during the pandemic. And because of hospital restrictions at the time, Bob never got the chance to say a proper goodbye.
It haunts me to this day.
Bob remembers his dad, an Army veteran.
But he was an intelligent man, very, very caring, very loving.
And his mom, a school teacher.
World traveler, social butterfly.
Travel was what they loved. Tell me about this board.
So this board I made for my mom and dad for the celebration of life.
Pages from passports, photos from a lifetime of adventures.
Wow. Easter Island, the Galapagos, Africa. There's my mom in a boat.
And even a log of all the places they went, including Denmark, where 26 years ago his parents hand-picked this postcard, wrote a note to their son, and dropped it in the mail.
Wow.
It was postmarked in July of 2000. The LA postmark, August 2026. Bob's mailman offering this explanation.
And he believes that probably what happened to this postcard is it somehow fell out of a bin or a basket or a shelf or something like that, and maybe it went underneath a desk or a file cabinet or something like that, and they must have just found it recently and said, hey, the guy still lives at the same address, let's go ahead and send it to him.
But Bob seeing it differently.
This was, to me, almost a postcard from heaven.
26 years late,
Right.
but for Bob, right on time. Madison Weil, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
That is so amazing. Like, that is so freaking cool. Wow. Look at all that. Been freaking everywhere. Everywhere. Literally. Antarctica. That is so neat. Looks like they went to Antarctica multiple times, too. 2 or 3 times. Wow. TSMC's sales surging 45% amid AI demand. Good golly.
Amazon and Walmart are lying to us and screwing over American small businesses in the process. How do we know that? The company's own AI chatbots just told me. Let's say I'm looking for men's work boots, but I want to support American manufacturers. Can you show me men's work boots made in the USA?
Sorry, I don't have access to that information.
What about these boots that literally say made in the USA in the title?
The Golden Fox 6-inch mock toe work boot is imported.
Amazon's own chatbot knows which products are actually made in the USA, but they're promoting fraudulent made in the USA products, which is illegal. I found that the
Wait, so how does she know that they're not?
in the USA in the title.
The Golden Fox 6-inch mock toe work boot is imported.
Amazon.
Oh, well, I mean, that could just as easily be the chatbot sucking and hallucinating. Just gonna put that out there. They do that.
Amazon's own chatbot knows which products are actually made in the USA, but they're promoting fraudulent made in the USA products, which is
Definitely wouldn't surprise me if they were doing that too, but it could be either thing.
I found that the chatbots started telling me they absolutely could detect made in USA fraud and know the firms would not remove it from the platform because of business reasons, and sort of took my breath away. According to
Yeah, probably a standard response. Just
their research, this error is actually a thought-out, deliberate design choice. It's not a data gap. It's a choice, according to Amazon's chatbot, a business reason to not let us see that information. Let's see if we can get the bots to admit why Amazon and Walmart are doing this. What is a more significant undertaking than following the law when it comes to made in the USA products?
Amazon likely weighs the low probability
likely
of direct regulatory action against the significant revenue generated by premium labeled listings. Until they face direct regulatory pressure, the status quo works fine for them financially.
So who is it benefiting?
The largest seller segment is small or medium-sized businesses, primarily based in China.
The Amazon chatbot's own explanation is that by letting people just find genuine made in USA products, it would cut into their revenue.
Just so everyone.
I mean, I'm curious to hear Amazon's comment on that. I expect it's probably the chatbot hallucinating. Really not the biggest fan of Amazon generally, but I don't think they're doing what these ladies think that they're doing. Golden Fox work boot. Let's try looking it up. We'll see. Okay. Anything about where they're made? A Canadian company. Interesting. Claim to be American. Who knows? I mean, that's U.S. offices, I guess. Interesting. No info there. Yeah, I don't know. But these chatbots often are just not terribly smart, just for reasons of economy and efficiency. They go with smaller, less intelligent models and hook them up to like a knowledge base, but they don't always stick to that. In fact, like pretty often they don't. They pretty well-known problem, I think, by now. So I don't know that they're right on that. As AI grips world, thrill of collecting vintage computers is growing. Yeah, it's gonna grow a lot more too. Not just vintage computing, but just vintage everything, I think. Some of the most interesting stuff to me lately is actually seeing people run modern AI systems on this old tech. You can do it. Actually kind of makes you wonder how long it's really been around and where it really came from.
This is the Fort Knox of cheese. So instead of gold bars, you have
gold bars. Yeah.
These are
yeah, the Parmesan cheese place. Crazy. Okay. MySpace eyes comeback as antidote to social media fatigue. What? Weird. Interesting. Okay. Wow. A life-size bronze of Thomas Jefferson sat in a Colorado sculptor's studio for nearly 25 years until it found a permanent home in the White House Rose Garden. On July 4th, George Lundeen got a surprise voicemail from President Trump himself thanking him for the statue. That is an excellent statue. That is so cool. That's neat. What?
Clearly, the Republicans are already trying to paint victories like Abdul Saeed and others as the Democrats have gone too extreme. Or what do you?
It's nonsense. I mean, look, even he's not even a member of the DSA. I think this notion of insurgency over incumbency is the real message here. And people just want fighters. They want people with conviction, strength, clarity, people that get it, want to get things done, and they're done with the status quo. And I totally respect that. I've long felt like I've been an established insurgent.
Are you a friend of the family?
Oh, look, an in-home caregiver showing up to Mitch's house.
Are you a friend of the family?
Huh?
Are you a
friend
of the family?
No.
No, I don't. What English?
I am a home care. Home caregiver.
Home care. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Have you been here before?
No, this is my first time.
All right.
But I can knock.
I think so.
I can
knock.
I can go?
I think so.
No, ICE is here to arrest you, ma'am.
Oh.
I'm sorry. You have to go home. If only.
Do you stay overnight?
Yes.
You're in home. So you stay from now on?
Huh?
You stay from now on?
Yeah, I stay for the night.
Just for tonight?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, get that shot. Get that shot. Oh, missed it.
Hi, man. How's Mr. McConnell doing? Does he seem like
they told her, you talk to them people, you will not be hired again, miss.
Good health?
Dude. She got to talk. I wonder if they had to hire a translator. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry.
An urgent investigation after a fatal boat incident in New York Harbor. A mother and her infant daughter killed. Matt Rivers is on the scene with the latest. And Matt, the boat captain is now in custody and will face federal charges?
Yeah, that's right, Will, because where this tragedy happened in those waters there just behind me near the Statue of Liberty are under federal jurisdiction, and so as a result, it is federal authorities taking the lead on this investigation. This morning, a tragedy in New York Harbor, now a criminal investigation after a leisure boat overturned, killing a mother and a young child and injuring a dozen others.
Our New York traffic got a report of an overturned vessel around Buttermilk 1.
The boat capsized late Saturday evening around 10:20 near the Statue of Liberty. First responders rushing to the darkened waters, desperately searching for survivors.
The rescue boats are now on site. They're saying the baby might be underneath the boat.
Officials say 14 people were aboard the 22-foot recreational power vessel, which typically only holds 10 to 12 passengers. The Coast Guard, NYPD, FDNY, and nearby private vessels all joining the frantic rescue mission.
I was just hoping that they would find them safely and alive, and hopefully they're okay and they make it.
27-year-old Sarah Sanchez and her 5-month-old daughter, Antonella Garcia, were transported to the hospital where they were both pronounced dead. The family's neighbors in disbelief.
They were very friendly, very respectful.
Sanchez's husband, Andres Garcia, survived. His employer tells our New York station the couple was on that boat celebrating a friend's birthday. Their 6-year-old son was home with a babysitter. An online fundraising site set up by Garcia's colleagues says the young father must now find the strength to move forward and be there for their son. 12 other passengers were safely rescued and treated for minor injuries. These images showing the moment the boat was pulled from the water. The boat's operator, 46-year-old Manuel Hernandez of Manhattan, arrested at the scene. Investigators are looking into whether the trip may have been operating as an illegal charter. Now that suspect is in federal custody at this moment. Those federal charges could be coming later today. Robin.
So incredible.
Interesting. Okay. Will Scharf replacing David Warrington as White House counsel beginning September 1st. Warrington's leaving for the private sector. Doesn't say where.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's going on with the wildfire situation? Let's see.
Robin, good morning. So look, we have more than 30,000 firefighters right now battling nearly 100 wildfires amid this stifling and deadly heat wave. And here in California, authorities are investigating. They think perhaps it was a car crash that started this fire. And you can see the remnants here, this broken and melted fire hose. They say that this fire raced up that hill almost instantly.
Wait, so...
Authorities are investigating. They think perhaps it was a car crash that...
I'm sorry, but what?
Started this deadly heat wave. And here in California, authorities are investigating. They think perhaps
they're investigating.
It was a car crash.
They think perhaps it was a car crash
that started this fire. And you can see the remnants here, this broken and melted fire hose. They say that this fire raced up that hill almost instantly.
This morning, a wildfire emergency.
Did they not know? Like, how did they not know?
Nearly 100 large fires burning nationwide, scorching more than 3 million acres as exhausted firefighters race to...
Like, did they not talk to the people in the car? Did they survive? What? Like,
to contain the flames.
Did she say deadly?
Even here in California, authorities are investigating. They think perhaps it was a car crash.
No, just a car crash. A car crash.
That started this.
So, like, where's the fucking car or cars?
Fire. And you can see the remnants.
And where's the people that were in the cars?
Here, this broken and melted fire hose. They say that this fire raced up that hill almost...
Yeah, I don't know. That just seems like there's maybe some holes in the story.
Instantly.
This morning, a wildfire emergency. Nearly 100 large fires burning nationwide, scorching more than 3 million acres as exhausted firefighters race to contain the flames.
Oh, good God, I can feel the heat.
Most of them in the West, nearly 50 in Oregon and Washington alone, while evacuations are being ordered near Reno, Nevada, as the bug fire torched more than 15,000 acres over the weekend. Los Angeles County battling several brush fires. Authorities investigating a possible car crash as the cause of the Walnut Fire in Burbank. All that's left, this incinerated car.
Wait, is this a different one? Car crash or
car crash as the cause?
Same one, car crash.
Of the Walnut Fire.
Walnut Fire?
Yeah, Robin, good morning. So look, we have more than 30,000 firefighters right now battling nearly 100 wildfires amid this stifling and deadly heat wave. And here in California, authorities are investigating. They think perhaps it was a car crash that started this fire. And you can see the remnants here, this broken and melted fire hose. They say that
this I can't tell if this is the same. I assume it is. So yeah, it looks like the same one. Yeah, there we go.
What's left?
So there's the car.
Incinerated car. The flames quickly spreading, forcing nearby golfers to evacuate as the fire raced toward popular hiking trails.
We found the way down and we got to the road and eventually.
And northern Canada in an emergency.
Oh man, it's going crazy.
Canadian authorities confirming an 80-year-old woman died as a result of the wildfires while trying to evacuate her home. The Bald Range fire in British Columbia forcing evacuations for more than 20,000 people as flames race toward homes.
It's coming all the way down the mountain right now. Will my farm survive this?
The flames spreading along the highway as residents fled. Officials saying the out-of-control fire has scorched more than 33,000 acres.
Now, the hope is that some of these record-breaking temperatures will dissipate by midweek, but until then, a lot of areas in the West will remain under those extreme heat warnings at least.
Man, so like, how do you pull this one off? I mean, seriously. How does one do this? Broad-ass daylight? Like...
This incinerated car. The flame
definitely looks like that could be where it started. You can see a trail there.
All that's left, this incinerated car.
Yeah. Socialist candidates racking up wins in Democratic primaries. Okay, let's see. Results showing the limits of the movement's reach.
As you mentioned, it is the final day to campaign in several states across the country ahead of tomorrow's primaries. And a big question for Democrats, how far left is too far for the future of the party and for electability come the fall? So let's take a look at Wisconsin. There in the primary for the governor's race, Democratic Socialist Francesca Hong still faces criticism over past posts online, including when she called to abolish ICE and prisons, and this now deleted post where, quote, she wrote, "Cancel Thanksgiving, should have done this in 1621.
She deleted it.
I had some hot takes, some bad takes on Twitter, but when you're a business owner running a restaurant during COVID,
You try to offend as many people as possible, of course.
trying to pay bills as a student, you're putting feelings out there to the world, but I've evolved, I've learned.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has not endorsed Hong. In an interview this weekend, she joked about some of those far-left stances, distancing herself from ideas that she previously supported.
Francesca Hong has made clear her present stances. She's moved away from it. And I have a local city councilman that has this saying, woke one was crazy.
Bernie Sanders has also not endorsed Hong.
Most of my focus on is getting...
So if woke 1 was crazy, what is woke 2?
Getting people elected to the United States Senate, getting people elected to the House of Representatives.
A race to watch in South Carolina. Senator Darlene Graham is running against a long line of Republicans to keep her brother's seat. In Minnesota, Democrats will pick between the more progressive Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan and establishment Democrat Congresswoman Angie
Flanagan. Oh my God.
Craig. Massachusetts Congressman Jake Auchincloss says this is a wider debate about how democracy is in action, although he argues that the DSA does not represent the whole party.
Yeah. Trump says U.S. has shifted from military pressure to letting economic strain on Iran build.
Let's start with the White House this morning in Iran. Locked in a standoff over control of the Strait of Hormuz, Tehran saying the key shipping route won't reopen until the U.S., quote, corrects its behavior. And President Trump's efforts to bring a lasting peace in Gaza also hit a snag. Israel's prime minister saying no to the next phase of the president's peace plan, even though Hamas said it's committed. News Nation Washington correspondent Corey Smith is live at the White House for us. Corey, what's President Trump saying about his efforts to break these stalemates in the Middle East?
Hey, Marky, happy Monday to you. The president says he is keeping things low-key. Those are his words. He told that to Axios on Sunday, saying for now he swapped direct strikes for economic pressure on Iran, signaling that he is willing to watch their economy crumble while he waits for a deal to materialize. Quote, we are low-keying it, the president said. We are only semi-negotiating with them. We are just watching Iran with its huge inflation and the fact that they have no money. It will work out. It always works out. It's like a chess game. Now, those comments come a day after Iran issued new demands of its own, saying simply signing the agreement with Oman won't be enough to reopen the strait. So here's what Tehran is asking for. It's asking the U.S. to never threaten Iran or its allies in Lebanon, Gaza, Yemen, and Iraq, lift its naval blockade of Iranian ports, withdraw its military from the region, unfreeze Iranian assets, and this one, compensate Iran for damage it caused in widespread attacks on Iran, going back all the way to the beginning of this conflict. Now, the administration said once the deal is announced to fully reopen the strait, then the United States will lift its blockade. Now, we know these two sides are exchanging messages through intermediaries, and the White House insists progress is being made, but, Marky, that is certainly not enough to quell bipartisan calls for the president to explain what his strategy is to bring this conflict to an end.
I think the president needs to come out and speak forcefully on what the path forward is, and at some point it may be that path forward works or not, but at least there needs to be that dialogue with the American people.
I am prepared to support a bad deal to end this war and reopen the strait, because the only deal that is available at this point in time is a terrible bad deal, but the war needs to end.
Now, you can hear the frustration in their voices, Marky, with the war in Iran inching closer to that 6-month mark. We'll see if President Trump's low-key approach can actually bring it to an end.
Yeah. And Corey, those efforts took another hit this week in the president's plan for peace between Israel.
Trey, I saw some images of the Supreme Leader, allegedly the Supreme Leader, being released over the weekend. How legitimate are those, and how are the troops responding? Have you heard anything? If they're not getting paid and they're still expected to fight?
It's a great question. That video that was circulating of Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, is believed to be old. And it was circulating among Iranian state media. They were trying to show it as proof of life. But then analysts online pointed to the fact that this is actually showing Mojtaba Khamenei from the city of Qom months before Operation Epic Fury began. What's interesting about paying soldiers in Iran, this is something that we actually saw during Operation Epic Fury. Remember, Fox reported on some intelligence indicating that as the United States and Israeli air power was hammering the Iranian regime, they had satellite imagery showing the different locations of where these missile launching facilities were located. And then they were actually tracking with real-time video some of the soldiers on the ground fleeing their positions. And so you have a position now where the Iranians are not only afraid of the U.S. strikes that could take place, but also they're not getting paid in some cases. And it raises questions about the morale inside the IRGC and the willingness for these ground soldiers to continue the fight if they are ordered by commanders in Iran.
Yeah, you hear the Iranian people selling their hair. They have no money to buy anything, and you have inflation going through the roof.
Okay, I think that's about it. Let's see. Okay, where is my Zoom window? Mr. Fedora is in. Yep, it is 11 o'clock. Cool. Right on time.
Hey,
what's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Cool. Yep.
Excuse me.
Are you good?
Yeah. Got a few things covered today, and I guess the report for the technology came out from Michael
Kratios, right?
Yeah, Kratios.
Yep.
Yeah. And Peter Diamandis is had a White House interview with him, so I'm going to cover that for sure.
Huh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. Well, I'll let you get to it, man. It's all you.
All righty. Hey, have a great afternoon.
I will, yeah.
Morning,
have a good show.
All righty.
See ya.
Yep. Hey, everybody, how's it going?
There we go. Cool. All right, YouTube, I'm out. I'm done. I'm starving. I'm going to go get some, I haven't even eaten breakfast yet, so I am going to go stuff my face. I will catch you guys probably tomorrow morning.